Some people experience a sensation of dry mouth, but at the same time they don't feel any thirst, which means they don't feel any desire to drink. How is it caused and what can we do about it? So in this video we'll present the perspective of Chinese medicine on this situation and explain how you can manage this. First of all, from a physiological perspective, the sensation of dry mouth is related with the sensory receptor in the mouth. So when there is a lack of saliva in the mouth, this sensory receptor will detect it and will let them know the mouth is dry. The sensation of thirst is completely different. These are from osmoreceptors in the brain, and what they do is basically they detect the level of thickness of the blood and what happens when there is less fluids in the body, the blood becomes thicker, and when it's become thicker, this osmoreceptor will detect it and let us know you should be thirsty, so go and drink some water. So how can we explain that some people have a dry mouth but no thirst? And from a Chinese medicine perspective, it doesn't mean that there is any lack of fluids in the body, quite the opposite. So what the body lacks is really of yang qi, so it's heat, it's warmth, it's energy. And this lack of energy means that the body cannot really distribute the water properly. And therefore there is a sensation of dry mouth, but there is no lack of fluids in the body, so there is no thirst. People who experience yang deficiency may also feel fatigue. They may have very cold hands and feet. They may have some aversion to coldness. They may have loose stools and tendency for diarrhea. They also might have a very deep and weak pulse. Their tongue is also very typical. So on the left side here you will see a normal tongue, which is a light red tongue. On the right side you will see a tongue which is tender and also pale. So this is a sign, a typical sign of yang deficiency. What can we do if there is a yang deficiency and the water is not distributed properly? Well, what we can do is first not drinking more water, because this will only burden the yang qi, the energy, even more. So instead of drinking more water, switch to hot water, and especially black tea, which is hot in nature and can help the yang to distribute and transform the water. Avoid also raw fruits and raw vegetables, and especially fruits and vegetable juices, because these foods are very cold in nature and they can burden and damage our yang qi even more. You should completely avoid ice cream and all icy products in general. This will damage the yang absolutely. You should also try to eat more warm food. So this warm food includes lamb meat, beef meat, also dark chocolate is warming, onion, leek, and spices in general are warming in nature and can help the yang qi to distribute the water. Finally, what you can do if you have yang deficiency is to use moxibustion, which is the burning of dried artemisia leaves, and you can do it on the lower abdomen 10 to 15 minutes per day. If you want to check how to conduct moxibustion, you can check our video on moxibustion. I am Yoann Birling, a clinician, lecturer and researcher in Chinese medicine. Please feel free to like this video if you did, and subscribe to our channel for more videos on health, psychology and Chinese medicine.